Pocket 4K speeds. Venture cam struggles as usual. Venture cam speeds. Phone speeds. Osmo speeds. That should be everything. Okay. Hello. Welcome to the, hi dog. Hello. Welcome to the test of, all my cameras and also microphones. So, I'm going to start this. I have some music playing over there to kind of get an idea of what some background noise will sound like. Yeah, I don't know. The main reason I'm doing this is I want to compare the Pocket 4K and the Osmo's image outputs, because I'm going to take one of them on a trip, and I'd kind of like it to be the Osmo because it's way freaking easier to deal with, but if it looks like crap, then I don't know about that. Oh shoot, I should have hit record on this, shouldn't I? There. Okay. Oh well. So we got a variety of microphones here, and I'll go turn that music off in a minute once I have a chance to talk for a couple minutes. So we got a few things going on. Number one, we have the internal audio of the Canon T3i DSLR. This is probably not very good. I'm roughly 9 to 10 feet away from all these cameras, so I'm assuming that's going to be crap. Next we have the GoPro Hero 8 Black, I think. I don't know what black means in GoPro terms. Anyway, that's got a little dead cat thing on it. It's got this like foam case on it. So that's also probably going to be garbage, but hopefully it wouldn't be as bad in the wind. Next we have the Venture Cam, which obviously sounds very crunchy as usual. Then we have the Pocket 4K, and I'm actually not recording on its internal mics right now. I'll do that later in a different take. Currently, I am recording on two channels. Number one, I'm recording on a Rode NTG1 shotgun mic that I have a dead cat on, and that's mounted on the camera, and that is being run into the mini XLR port on the Pocket 4K with 48 volt phantom power. So I don't know if the phantom power is going to make a big difference. I think the main issue that this thing has is that the mount that I have it in rattles a lot, but also the NTG one isn't exactly a great shotgun mic in the first place, but that's okay. The second thing that is going into the Pocket 4K is this guy right here. This is the Rode Wireless Pro. It's getting 24-bit audio with auto gain and no high pass filter, and that is being run via 3.5 millimeter jack into the Pocket 4K via the RX receiver. So on this mic right here, like I said, it's on auto gain, and I've got the little dead cat on it to stop noise and whatnot. I don't have any background noise cancellation or anything, so hopefully that's working as intended. Next up, we have my cell phone, which is gonna suck. I actually don't even know if it's still recording at this point. Supposedly it's recording in 8K, which seems insane to me that a phone would have that capacity. Why would you need that in a phone, of all things? Like, that's ridiculous. That's a lot. Anyway, so that probably sounds like garbage. Then we have the Pocket Osmo 3, and this is literally my first camera test with this thing. All I've done with it at this point is turn it on and walk around the kitchen. So this should be recording on 2 tracks. Number 1, it should be recording to the DJI wireless mic that came with it and is connected directly to it. I don't have the receiver anymore. I originally got one and another microphone, and I found out DJI might, you know, get banned. So I opted to not deal with that. Plus, from what I found, the Rode audio sounds better, but this will be a good test of that for my own purposes. Anyway, so, but the Pocket still came with 1 microphone, and I was gonna send it back, but I found out there's some stuff in the creator package that you can't get if you don't have it. So I just said, screw it, I'll eat the extra like $50 or whatever to have a mic that I can run with the Osmo. And the thing that I think I'll really like about this is that it'll be like super low key. If I want to shoot something where I'm allegedly not supposed to, or, you know, just be discreet, I can take the Pocket out of the cage that I got for it, out of everything, not even turn the screen sideways, and then use this thing. And I don't need a receiver, I don't need any cables, I don't need anything. It is very discreet. So maybe that could be useful, even though it's only 1 microphone, it's not 2 like I would have with the Rodes. So all that to say, this is recording in, as far as I know, it should be recording 32-bit float internally, which we're not gonna talk about yet. And it is recording 24-bit to the Pocket Osmo on 1 channel. It doesn't have noise reduction. It doesn't have the high pass on. I'm 90% sure that I turned those off. So it's also got the little dead cat on it as well. So that's this. And then I'm also recording via the Pocket Osmo's internal microphones. It has 3 microphones, 1 on each side and then 1 on the front. I'm realizing that I probably put this at a little bit of a disadvantage because the Pocket Osmo is facing away from me so that I can see the screen. But generally, the way that would work is I have all of the microphones set to all. It's not trying to cancel out any noise from the sides or the front or the back. It's recording all of it. So that's what we got. That's everything that's cooking currently. Now, I don't know if I can hot swap stuff on these microphones, but I'm gonna try. And we'll figure out if that works later. And then I'm gonna do all of this again without the music that's going in the background. The acoustics in here are not great. This is just a big open living room. There's no sound treatment or anything in here. It's a bunch of hard walls and there's not a lot of carpets and tile floor. So probably not gonna be super ideal in that regard, but oh well. Maybe the lavs will fare a little bit better. So number 1 is this little kind of garbage lav mic that I had from an old set of wireless mics that I got for a birthday or something a long time ago. I have no idea what it is or how good it sounds, so we're gonna try it. First we'll try the Rode and then we'll try the DJI. So let's see if I can unscrew that. And in theory, I can just plug this in. Now, I probably should have tested this prior to getting all of this set up, but whatever. So in theory, you're now listening to, not the Rode, so tapping this shouldn't be giving a bunch of noise, but this microphone right here. And this is just a crappy lav that I've had in the past. I don't really anticipate it being good. Now let's see how it sounds through the DJI, if there's any kind of difference whatsoever. Okay, now this is the same lavalier microphone you were just listening to, that God only knows what brand, whatever. It's probably not very good. If I'm loud, you know, then it's probably not got the best SPL rating, but you know, I don't know what it was. It was cheap. and I've had it forever, so I figured I'd test it with these two recorders and see if I could find a difference. So now we're gonna move on. Oh dear, what did I do? I hit something. Is this still recording? Wait, was this not recording the whole time? Oh, frick. Hang on. Okay, the Osmo is no longer recording. So I'm actually able to control the Osmo remotely from this microphone. That's very interesting. Did not know that I could do that. Anyway, now we're going to try this microphone. So you are now listening to a $15 Amazon mic. The DSLR just died. Let me see if I can fix that. Change the battery pack. Okay, well, I think the DSLR already served its purpose, so we'll just let that be for now until the later camera tests. Hi, Pumpkin. So, this, which you're currently listening to, is like a $15 microphone, lavalier mic from Amazon. It had good reviews, and it came bundled with the DJI mics when I'd first got those. So, it's currently being run into the Rode recorder. I don't expect these to be very good, but maybe better than this one that I had, the original garbage one. So I don't know, maybe it's the same. Figured I'd give it a go. Here's the same lavalier microphone in the Here's the same lavalier microphone in the DJI recorder as opposed to the Rode, and yeah, I guess during these I'll also show the difference between the transmitters and the like the internal 32-bit float. Not that I'm using a whole lot of dynamic range, but you get the point. So, next up, what is next up? Okay, got one more lav here. I can't tell if this is on. Okay, I think it is. So the last lav that I've got clipped on me here is the lavalier mics that shipped with the Rode Wireless Pro. It came with two Rode lav mics. Supposedly these are like $100 a pop. I don't know if I buy that, but it certainly looks nicer than the other crappy ones that I've got. So I've got a little dead cat on it, and in theory, this should sound pretty decent. It'll be interesting to hear back to back compared to the other ones. Currently, this is running into the Rode Wireless Pro, and I'm about to switch it over to the DJI. One thing I will note before I do that is that this is actually, it says a threaded jack on the end of it, and the Rode has a threaded plug. So you're able to actually lock this in so it won't pop out during a recording and all you get is the inside of someone's pocket. That's really big. Anyway, so I'm going to take this out and try it in the DJI now. As you can see, there's little to no difference between the 32-bit float and the 24-bit wireless. in theory. I don't actually know that. I'm just saying that, and I'm gonna swap between them in post. So you can hear the difference right now. Future me and whoever else sees this for some reason. Anyway, so yeah, that's about the half of it. Those are all the mics that I've got going on. Guess I'll put this little dead cat back on. Maybe this is kind of tricky. Here we go. Oh, there it goes. No, maybe not. This goes there. Where is it? This is really secure when it's on there, but it's kind of hard to like get it there. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, so that's all I got. That's all the audio stuff and video stuff that I have. I will have been flipping back and forth between the what the frick is it called? 32-bit, it's internal 32-bit float of these two recorders and the wireless that it sent. I'm gonna go turn the music off so you can hear a comparison there. There we go. I just realized that since these are still on my person, you can still hear me perfectly fine, which is kind of weird. I'm not used to that. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and take the lav out of DJI, put its little dead cat back on. This dead cat's definitely easier to put on. So between these two and between the rest of this audio, I guess the DSLR won't get to hear without the music, but frankly, I hope I never use audio out of that thing anyway. My initial impressions of both these mics is I like the Rode, and I'm not just saying that because I bought it after sending the DJI back, but the DJI is more convenient, like full stop. It's easier to work with, and you don't have to worry about it. Like if you're just gonna, throw something on, then get that one. It just works. I would also recommend it if you've got an Osmo and you want to be discreet, get that one. But for like a professional setting, any kind of client work, anything remotely serious, or even if like you're just going to run a lav out of one of these, the Rode's better, no question. One of the things that I set up on this before coming out here was I made sure that this can't actually stop recording unless it's completely turned off. So, and if that were to happen, you'd know on the transmitter. So as soon as this comes out of the case, it's recording the whole time. To my understanding, you can't do that on the DJI. And I actually stopped it on accident during this, trying to plug in one of the lavs. Speaking of which, I'll run the Rode lav into both of these. Both of these without the music in the background. And also the shotgun. Hello, shotgun. You're still doing great. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. One would hope. So, yeah. I think that the Rode is better, ultimately. It's got better software. It seems to work better. And frankly, the idea that an audio company makes better audio hardware than whatever DJI is, drone / camera / gimbal / now audio company, they kind of do a lot of stuff, really. And don't get me wrong, like their products are freaking sick. They're the top of the game in so many areas. But I think that Rode's got them beat out on audio for now with the Wireless Pro. The prior ones, the what's it called, the Wireless Go, not Pro but Go, those seemed inferior to the DJI mics. But it seems like Rode's got them beat out. And if you are looking for a wireless mic system, I'm not really sure why you would be looking for that if you weren't looking for anything that wasn't at least semi-professional. I'd recommend the Rode. I don't really know a situation where I think you would need a wireless mic that you wouldn't need the most professional version of it that you could find. And frankly, the fact that these record internally is insane. Like 32-bit internal recording, that's insane. That's like this little thing here is like $3,500 worth of alternative stuff. Seriously. Like the only way, that goes for both of these. Like that is nuts. It is nuts. Forget the wireless transmitting stuff. The fact that it can do that is nuts. If you were to want to do that separately, and granted, I'm not like fully up to date on how audio stuff has evolved since my time in film school, but from my understanding, what you're gonna need for that is you're gonna need like at least a sound devices recorder. You're starting at like $800 minimum there, and that's for probably a used one. You're gonna need one of those. Now you're gonna need a wireless transmission system, and then you're gonna need a microphone. Another wireless transmission system, that's probably like at least $500. Then you're gonna need the lav or whatever. That we already said this Rode one. I don't know how good it sounds. I guess you could get a cheaper one for $15, but like this whole setup was like $350 for two. That's nuts. Like that is a ridiculous bang for buck. Not to mention the 32-bit float. That's crazy. And it's so small. You can just clip it right on your shirt. It's so easy. This is crazy that this exists. I don't know what market this was made for, but it. I like it. Anyway, so there you go. There's just a long time of me talking and probably cutting this together in post for some comparisons. And yeah, now I think we're gonna go ahead and look at some other B-roll and other shots from all these wonderful cameras to see which one looks the best. I have a sneaking suspicion it's gonna be the Pocket 4K. At least I kind of want it to be. But yeah, let me know what you think. I don't know who I'm talking to, because this is just for my own purposes. But I guess if anyone else sees this somehow, let me know what you think. Sounds the best and looks the best, I guess. Yeah. There you go. Now I gotta figure out how to turn all this off. Okay. This is a test of the new Sennheiser MKE 200 that I just picked up. I'm just kind of holding it right in front of me. This is like 8 inches-ish away from my face as I walk around the kitchen. You can see I got it right here. Just out of curiosity, if I turn it around like this, I'm curious how the audio changes there. Mostly the thing, please don't fall. Mostly the thing that I want to know is, how does it capture audio from like this distance away? Because I feel like this is probably going to be about how far away I am most of the time when I'm looking for audio, I guess. So yeah, kind of curious about that. I'm gonna put the dead cat on it now and see if that makes a big difference. This is a test of the new Sennheiser MKE 200 that I just picked up. I'm just kind of holding it right in front of me. This is like 8 inches-ish away from my face as I walk around the kitchen. You can see I got it right here. Just out of curiosity, if I turn it around like this, I'm curious how the audio changes there, how that might work. But then mostly the thing that I want to know, if my mount is on a cold shoe real quick. Mostly the thing, please don't fall. Mostly the thing that I want to know is, how does it capture audio from like this distance away? Because I feel like this is probably going to be about how far away I am most of the time when I'm looking for audio, I guess. So yeah, kind of curious about that. I'm gonna put the dead cat on it now and see if that makes a big difference. Anyway, so here's the same thing, but with the dead cat on the mic. It's facing me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the cable's coming out of the front, so it's facing me right now. So this is a test of me just, talking them, I don't know, 5-6 feet away. I guess this isn't exactly the best angle for it, but this is me out in the other room. It's probably facing 30-45 degrees away from me. And then just real quickly, I'm going to turn it all the way around. So it's now facing the window. There might be a little bit of reverberation from there. But now if I speak the same, I'm curious how that sounds. So here we go. That's all I got. That's my little camera test. I need to go wipe these cards now. Anyway, so here's the same thing, but with the dead cat on the mic. It's facing me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the cable's coming out of the front, so it's facing me right now. So this is a test of me just, talking them, I don't know, 5-6 feet away. I guess this isn't exactly the best angle for it, but this is me out in the other room. It's probably facing 30-45 degrees away from me. And then just real quickly, I'm going to turn it all the way around. So it's now facing the window. There might be a little bit of reverberation from there. But now if I speak the same, I'm curious how that sounds. So here we go. That's all I got. That's my little camera test. I need to go wipe these cards now. Gato. Gato. This is really heavy. Oh, this is really heavy. Yeah, I don't know if this is the most viable vlogging setup. It's going okay. I'm doing some camera tests right now. Hoping to get them all done before this one dies. It's only at 4% battery. Let me guess, you used cruise control while hauling.